I'm really glad I'm not just getting into gaming right now. Prices are astronomical, ownership is questionable, and discovering gaming's best hidden gems now involves sifting through a vast historical pile of software that would be unfathomable to me had I not lived and played through the majority of it as it happened. Early last year, a local gamer reached out to me wanting to get deeper into gaming, pretty much starting his personal library from nothing, and talking to him has shed a lot of light on just how miserable it is to try to reach beyond what you find in your Walmarts, GameStops, and Best Buys. As a result, I decided I'd compile some of the advice I'd given him, along with some other general advice for newcomers, into a quick video aimed at aspiring gamers who are just now taking their initial steps into the medium. If this gets some traction, I may turn it into a running series, or at least do future Q&As on the matter. Anyway, let's get to it. First, develop a healthy and realistic understanding of hardware versus software. You do not, nor will you ever, play a system. You play games. Systems are nothing but gateways to their respective libraries, and while it's natural to associate the individual games that comprise those libraries with one another, and even gravitate more towards some than others, buying the box is nothing more than the cost of admission. You're not converting to a religion or choosing a college major, you're broadening the scope of what you can play. Internalize that, and you'll realize just how ridiculous the console war mentality that you still see around at times actually is. If you want to experience the best of what gaming has to offer, you're doing it across all platforms. Don't do a disservice to yourself by engaging in pointless tribalism. The fanboy is one of the lowest life forms on Earth, and I know you're better than that. Secondly, develop an identity as a gamer. Learn what you like. Demos exist for a reason, and you should consume them in large quantities, especially when you're just starting out. They're free, and they give you an ability you wouldn't otherwise have to sample a wide range of games and genres all at once. Furthermore, there are plenty of YouTube videos that will expose you to a broad range of games in every genre just by literally asking the search function for things like Nintendo Switch racing games or PlayStation 4 RPGs. If you don't develop your own tastes, the industry itself won't showcase anything that marketing departments didn't pay to shove in your face. You simply can't build a great library focused primarily on mass-market AAA fare. You have to go off the beaten path. Gaming history is vast, and it can be overwhelming at this point if you're just now getting in. And if something looks or sounds interesting, research it. You just might find your next favorite game that way. Side note, I'm actually going to try to contribute to this myself with a new video series called Patrick's Picks. These are going to be games on current platforms that you can add to your library today, curated by yours truly, that you might have missed in passing or just not otherwise had anyone to tell you how great they are. Look forward to that soon. Third, support your local independent game stores. They'll be your most immediate inroads to retro gaming, but be smart about it too. The aftermarket is booming right now, and there are a lot of private sellers on eBay and Facebook Marketplace that you'll usually get better deals from, so make sure you're shopping around too. Fourth, don't be that asshole. Don't get into gaming just to gather up rare games as status symbols or some stupid form of market speculation. They exist to be played, and if you're not going to do that, leave them out there for someone who actually will. I hate that I even have to put this here, but it is a thing that happens, and I won't be seen encouraging it in the slightest. Buy only with the intent to play. Fifth, if you're trying to amass a huge library, be patient. I've seen a lot of people get impatient to play this new release or that, or just snap up some game they just discovered and got really excited about, using the games they own as a substitute for money out of some ridiculous sense of FOMO. Let it be said that this channel is staunchly anti-FOMO. It never ends well, and it causes unnecessary setbacks in getting a library where you want it. Rely on your own regular cash flow. It'll take longer, but the steady growth is worth it. A general rule of thumb is this: if you're spending a lot of time obsessing about what games you don't have, you're probably not spending nearly enough time with games you do. Simple problem, simple fix. Finally, as an extension of this, if you're going to trade games at all, do it with other individuals. Stores are businesses and therefore have to profit. They'll make sure to be on the winning end of every deal they make because they won't be businesses for very long if they don't. Where there's a winning end, there's a losing end. Not a good way to build your library of games. And that's all for now. I hope this helps, and absolutely reach out in the comments section if you are a gamer just starting out or just have any particular questions about growing your own library.